Hello and welcome to my YouTube video. So if you're on this video, you're wanting to learn how to use OBS. Congratulations, you're part of the gang. So, first off, what you want to do is you want to download OBS, preferably be on the latest version. As of this recording, which is January 19th, we are on 26.0.2. If you're on an older version, I don't think it matters, but you should be fine. So, for basic recording purposes, so once you open up OBS, you will be kind of greeted with this kind of screen. I have a little bit of stuff already configured, but first thing you want to do is just go up to the scene collection and click new. Name it whatever you want. I'm going to call it, Boomer Baby Bitch. Alright, cool. So, once you're on here, you will be greeted with this black screen to death. So, a couple things to note before we even get started. Over here you have your scenes. Scenes, you can switch multiple different things. Sources, this is where you get your audio and your videos from. So, starting with sources, let's go open up this, click the plus button to add a new source. And so the first thing that you want to do when recording is you want to record yourself. You can't have any epic funny poggers moments if you can't record yourself, because you know what, we're all funny, right? So if you go to properties for audio input capture, you can use whatever you use to talk in your normal microphone. For me, that would be my voice meter output. So just do that and then click OK. But as you can see, I'm kind of peaking and the bar's going red, so let's lower that down so I'm kind of in the green. Hopefully kind of in the green. There you go. There you go. So from there, even so that's a bit low. There you go. Okay, so now you have your self recording. But what's the next thing? You want to hear your friends. So instead of going audio input capture, you want to go audio output capture. So, in here, when you are trying to record your other friends, you want to make sure you hit the device, or you want to put the device where you can hear your friends. So for me, that would be in my headphones, which is also my default audio output, you know? So, say if I'm maybe all my Discord friends are I'm pushing them through my speakers. In that case, I'd want to pick speakers, but default for now. So, perfect. You guys have audio. Can I get an exemplar to speak, please, so we can tell if the audio capture is working?
I'll do it.
Okay, perfect. So, alright, mute yourself. Alright, so perfect. So you can see that some people were recording here, or some people were talking. However, they were very quiet. So some things that you do have to worry about is your volume with the other people. So since my Discord is at like 4%, I gotta crank them up. Can I have more people talk, please? Just one person. Talk louder. Alright.
You're talking loud.
That should be fine. So So as you can see, so my voice is being quite more boomtastic compared to these others. So I'm gonna have to lower myself even more, even more. Too much. There you go. Just so that I'm about equal with them. So you can see this little lighter green area. It's about the same with that now. So we're good. So now you have your audio. You want to capture the video. You want to capture the goodness, the eye candy. You know what I'm saying? So go back down to that plus button. And this is where things can get a little funky. So, if you want to be capturing a game, you could use the game capture. This is a pretty simple thing, and it captures any full screen application, or any specific window or foreground window with hotkey. It's good for games, but there can be some limitations with it regarding your desktop and whatnot. So, sometimes I would rather, so let's delete that game capture. I would rather go to display capture. Display capture is a nice easy way of capturing your displays. You can see I have two displays here. You can select from either one of them. And then there you go. You can see that I have my display up here. So, if you are recording this for, let's say, a YouTube channel, you can size this up and down and put maybe like a background or like maybe a face cam here if you're streaming. But if you're just doing normal YouTube stuff, keep that Shiza full screen, you know what I'm saying? So, there you go. You have your display capture. You got your audio. Now, game audio. This is something I have yet to talk about. So, let's pull up another one of these. Where is it? Alright, so I made a mistake. all good though. It's all good. So let's say you just want to hear, you just want to watch, you just want to hear and listen to your Discord buddies. So I'm here, I'm recording my Discord files, and we're all talking, we're having a good time. This is what you would use. However, for a game, so let's say instead of making a full, instead of erasing this display capture and putting in the game one, we can go down over to scenes and add a new one. So scenes 2. So see, look, now sources are empty again, so do the same as before. Audio input, make sure it's the same. Audio output, make sure it's the same. Bam bam, and we gotta lower our volume. Make sure to lower your volume. You don't want to be deafening anybody. So now, if I want to capture a game, so let's go to game capture real quick. So capture any full screen application, but for now, let's just go specific window. This can be anything that's on your desktop. So let's say I want to record my sound pad. So the sound pad, if it's opened, it should. Oh, give me a second. Hello.
Baba Booey.
Oh wait, never mind. Okay, so you could either use game capture to capture your full screen window, or you could use the display capture to capture your audio from your game. So just make sure to watch your audios though while you are in the game. This is such a shit way to be describing this. Anyways, so you've set up your scenes, you set up your sources. So now you want to get to recording. But one thing before we start to record. First off, click the settings button real quick. So there's some stuff in here that you guys might want to go through. Some about like confirmation dialogues. You can go through this. The important things though that you need to be careful of. I point my finger in the air like I'm talking to you. Video. Go to video. Base resolution. Make sure it's at 1920 by 1080p. This is so then our audio or our video quality isn't just garbage. Make sure the same is with output. Yes. Downscale filter, keep it the same, whatever your computer has it auto set to. And common FPS value, make sure it's 60. However, there's going to be some instances where some people aren't going to be able to run 60. Right now, as you can see by my CPU, it's kind of running in the mids. Like my CPU is kind of garbo, so running at 60 for me is kind of a bit of a stretch. So if you're one of those people who are not able to run 60 frames constantly, that's okay. You can just put it down to 30, because even still 30 frames a second is still watchable. Some normal stuff, you know, TVs ran at like 29.97 anyways, but if you have a good enough PC, run it at 60. Perfect. So next thing you want to go to, let's go to output. Some stuff here that you just want to make sure about. Streaming, if you do want to stream, make sure your video bitrate is set to 2,500 kilobits per second. So then it's like a mid-range. It's not super high bitrate, so people with only good internet can watch you, but then good enough so then like you're not watching moving blocks in your screen. Perfect. And audio bitrate, regular it's 128, but all of our microphones are kind of garbage anyways, so just keep it at 96. Recording path, I really recommend changing this because like you're gonna run out of space. So just easily just browse, find a new area for it, hit record, bam. Keep the recording format and the recording quality same as stream, and then MKV. And that's pretty much it. Audio in here, make sure channels are stereo, and your sample rate is 48 kilohertz, and you're pretty much good. There could be, if you want to set up some hotkeys, you can. There's a whole plethora of shit you can do. Advanced stuff, don't need to worry about it. You can either contact Davin or I if you need any questions on this stuff. It can be kind of confusing sometimes, but that should be normal of how it is. So now that you're ready to record, let's do a little test recording. So just click the start recording button. So as you can see, the button goes on. I'm recording. I've been recording. As you can see, my CPU is also going kind of up. Steam, move out of the way. I want to. Anime is trash and so am I. Cool. So once you're here, you can see that your CPU is kind of going up. That's just usually what happens with with recording. But so let's say I've been recording and now I want to stop recording. So I have stopped my recording, and I am now. And that's it. That's all I need to do. Also, that Discord sound was very loud in my ear. Let's turn that back down. There you go. So once you have done, or you're done recording, ignore this hentai. So, bruh. So you want to find just where you put your videos. So as you can see, I've done a couple in the past, but usually the latest one will be at your timing. It's all in 24-hour time. So you have the date. So it's the 21st, 19th of January, and I'm filming this at 10:43 or 22:42. And simply here, you can just check out your video. You can see the button goes on. I'm recording. I've been recording. There you go, and you can. Steam, move out of the way. Yeah, you can have this too. So there you go, and now your video is done. So now you might be asking, where do I put the video once I'm done? Great question. I got you. So, in that Google Drive that I've previously shared with all of you guys. So, pretty simple stuff. All you gotta do is you want to go to the Google Drive, ignore my school account, go to the Google Drive. You want to go to the Google Drive. If it loads, and then you want to go into the raw videos because this is all raw stuff. So then you want to go into wherever your name is located. I'd recommend making a profile if you haven't already. And you can put it in another separate folder, and all you gotta do, simply just drag it in and just let it do its thing. And you're pretty much good. Yeah, so that kinda concludes the little tutorial video. If you have any other questions or comments, concerns, feel free to let Davin and I know. It's pretty simple stuff though, so I mean, yeah, so, put the bot in. Sick! Peace!